Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unhack Life. And today I am very excited because we're going to be talking about mental cleanse and basically taking your mind and reprogramming it. Now, I know this sounds crazy, like some sci-fi type stuff, but this is actually very real. And it's very, very important that you unclog your mind. So I'm going to talk about three things today. Basically, the different forms of meditation, how you can reprogram your mind for success and wealth, and law of attraction. So let's start with meditation. There's three states, there's three waves that your brain goes through, I should say. So you have alpha, theta, and beta. Now write this down. When you first wake, your mind is in the theta state. So that's the time when you want to basically meditate. You want to do a lot of visualization, because theta is best for visualization, mind programming. You're actually using the creative power of your brain. You can consciously create your reality when you're in theta state. So I'm gonna put the type of theta waves I listen to in the comment section. You go listen to that every morning when you wake up, or even when you're doing some type of, when you want to manifest something in your life, or if you're just closing your eyes and visualizing the car, your dream home. You want theta waves to play. You want to get your mind in theta. I actually have theta playing in the background of this video. So everything I'm saying is getting deep and instilled into your mind. Alpha state is what you want to do whenever you're working on, let's say, a project, you're writing a paper, or you're at work just doing some type of, any type of activity that you want your brain to be more active, and you want just those creative juices flowing. It's really used for imagination, creativity, intuition, relaxed, and an awakening state. So alpha is more like, oh yeah, I'm just going throughout my daily activities, but I want to be more creative. I want to be like more relaxed and actually assess the situation. Now beta is more of the you're up, like you're doing activities that require you to do a lot of thinking. This is like fast activity. You're alert, attentive, engaged, problem solving, decision making, focused mental activity. So that's just like that would be like your normal everyday wave. Beta wave is like you're working. Like it doesn't even, you don't want to be in beta all day, is basically what it is. If you want to create your reality, you want to be in theta. And to be able to make it simple, you want to create your reality, you want to manifest, you want to be in theta. You're doing some type of work that requires, mental focus, and you want to be more creative, or you want some good ideas, then you want to be in alpha. Beta is just like basic. We're going to use B for basic, beta for basic. So those are the three types of brain waves. So what does that have to do with you? Well, meditation is important because you have instilled in you values that you can't help. They're just automatic. They're routine. Like as a kid, you had these values instilled in you from your parents, because you don't make your own decisions when you're a kid, right? Your parents, your mom, somebody told you, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. So, and you saw how they dealt with money. You saw how they handled their love life. So everything, even their fitness, everything has been instilled in you. So that's the reason why there's a problem with weight loss, there's a problem with money, and there's a problem with relationships and love. Those are the three top things in the world that people need assistance with. Why is that? Because it's instilled in you from a young age. That's something you can't shake off. That's called a paradigm. These values, it's like, okay, why does somebody win the lottery but go broke? Doesn't make sense, does it? But it does, because of their paradigm. They were never understood how to handle money. They were never understood to have that much money. It wasn't in their paradigm. So before they changed their paradigm, they got this unexpected amount of money and couldn't handle it, so they lose it. You're gonna lose it. Same thing with relationships. You have this paradigm of how you view love, so you get the perfect person, or you think you have the perfect lover, and you end up messing up and jeopardizing it because your paradigm is used to doing a certain thing. Or with weight loss, you might lose some weight, or you might have your breakthrough, or you might just have this spurt of just going hard, and then you revert back to your old ways. Why is that? Your paradigm. It's not your fault though. The first step is to recognize the pattern, to recognize what you're doing, and the second step is to unclog your mind. Now, to unclog our mind, that's what meditation comes in. Now, to unclog your mind, you have to think, if you're moving to a different house, right? And you have furniture in your house, well, you have to move out the old furniture and put in the new furniture. You can't just throw in a bunch of new furniture with your old furniture, because then you're just gonna have a cluttered house. So that's kind of how your brain is. You have to unclutter your brain. So meditation takes time. You have to work out your mind. What's the difference between these multi-millionaires or billionaires than the normal average person? It's not that if it was survival of the fittest or the strong survive, that means every muscular person in the world would live to be 200, or they would be millionaires. And that's not the case. Most millionaires are the scrawny people, are the people that you see that just look like you. And that's because they understood that you have to work out your mind more than you work out your body. I mean, it's mind, body, spirit. It all has to be on balance. But people forget the mind part. They forget the mental part. They work more on the physical than the mental. So this is where guided meditation comes in. I'm going to give you a few guided meditations that I do as well. But this is very, very important. You can't just meditate for one day and then stop the next day. You have to be very consistent. 21 days. Challenge yourself for 21 days. If you really want to change in your life, 21 days of meditation. Unclog that brain and let's get to the next level. I'm excited for you guys because I did this and it changed my life. I still do this. I practice. I preach. Everything I preach, I do. Let's put it like that. Okay, so we talked about the 3 states of the mind. We talked about guided meditation. Now let's talk about the secret law of attraction. The secret, man. I'm going to put the book and the movie in the comment section as well, because if you haven't seen this, you're missing out. I don't know what you're doing. You must be in a rock. You must be in a cave or something. But basically the secret is that you can create your own reality. That there's heaven and hell is a state of mind. Whatever you want in this world, you can have it. Now think about these relationships you had. Everybody that's come into your life, you've attracted them, whether you want to believe it or not. Everything that's happened to you up to this point, you attracted to you. Think about that job you really wanted, or something you really wanted that you focused so hard on, and you might not have got it immediately, but you eventually got it, right? Because everything you want, the universe is going to provide it, but there's a block. Sometimes we block it because we don't just let the universe flow, or it's like a plant. You plant the seed, and before you have the roots, and before the plant comes up, we give up. Or we overwater it, or we kill it, or we say, man, it's not working. And your wish is this command, it goes back down. Whatever, you have to watch what you speak into existence. Because if your breakthrough is about to come and you don't have the right mindset for it, you can push it back. It's gonna go back down. So what you have to do is you have to water that seed every day and know, as if you have to know that plant is coming, that tree is coming. You can't think about time because time doesn't exist. You have to understand how the world works. We like to make it seem like time exists to keep everyone on a program, keep them scheduled, back to your regularly scheduled program. But no, time does not exist. It could take 20 years, but that doesn't matter because 20 years is not 20 years. You have to understand that. So I'm going to talk about law of attraction and how I've had a few encounters with it, because I didn't understand it was law of attraction at the time. But one instance was I played football growing up. Didn't have a dad to teach me football. Didn't have any mentors. My mom didn't know sports like that. I just played football. I just loved to play football. Well, by the time I got to high school, I knew I wanted to play college football, but the problem was I was a third string quarterback and I was only like 5'8", 5'9". and I really didn't understand football. So if you told me I didn't understand the route tree, anything, like I'm telling you, I just drop back and I see a receiver, I'm staring him down, I'm throwing it, and it might not even get there. All I could do is take off and run. I was just athletic, so I'm taking off running. So I'm third string quarterback by freshman year. I made up in my mind, I was clear. Remember that word, I was clear and concise. I made up in my mind that I wanted to play college football. I even wrote out the schools. I even wrote out goals. That's another key, goals. And I was clear about those goals, and I read those goals every day, and I put action into those goals. Well, by sophomore year, coach meets with me and says, if you want to play varsity, if you want a chance to play varsity, you're going to have to move the defense. We need linebackers. I'm like, you need linebackers? It's like 20 of them. What do you mean you need linebackers? You move me to linebacker, I'm not going to play varsity. I'm going to be like fifth string, sixth string. I haven't played defense since middle school. But you know what? I said, okay, cool. Whatever it takes to get on varsity. So by the start of the training camp, I'm fifth string behind a few seniors, behind a few people in my grade that are sophomores. And I didn't worry about where I was at. I just grinded. And I just kept the focus there. Like I did not let anything stray my focus away that I wanted to play college football. So long story short, by the end of the camp, I end up second string linebacker. By the end of the season, I started a few games. I actually had some film. I took that film, made a highlight tape, put it on YouTube, sent it out to all the colleges I wanted to go to, even contacted the coaches, contacted the assistants, called anybody I could, emailed anybody I could. Social media wasn't big at the time. So with that being said, I didn't get anything yet. I had friends around me getting offers. Well, my best friend was getting all these offers, and I was going to different schools with him. So I was being able to actually visualize the schools like UT and Auburn and see these coaches. And I was like, oh man, it's almost here. It's almost there. Well, junior year comes, and now I'm the starter at linebacker. But I knew I wasn't a linebacker in college. But I still did not worry about the how. I just knew I wanted to play college football. So it didn't matter that I was a linebacker, undersized. I just knew I wanted to play college football. So I stuck to the plan. Well, middle of the season, I get changed to safety. And I get off there and, it's over. I'm finally playing a position I want to play. But I had a lot to learn. I was playing linebacker so long that I wasn't moving like a safety. Well, my coach happened to be one of the top DB coaches. He actually played in the league. Within a matter of a few months, I was moving like a safety, and I had numerous schools come in and offer me. Actually, my first offer was from Harvard. We're talking about one of the most prestigious schools in the country. How does that happen? From an undersized linebacker quarterback to getting to 1 year of safety to getting offers. Law of attraction. The secret. You have to have a clear, concise goal and put in the action and the effort, and it will happen. You just have to believe it. You have to be grateful as if it's already happened. And I was. I never once doubted myself. Second time I encountered law of attraction, and this one is crazy. I was in college. I majored in everything from criminal justice to computer science to finance. I was really just trying to find a job that was going to pay good money, because that was what I thought was the key, was to graduate, get a good degree, get good paying job, like without having to work hard. So a teammate of mine told me about, this is around my junior year, told me about this major called concrete management. And I was like, man, what is that? Like, I see y'all making money during the summer with internships, man, it looked like a good time. He's like, yeah, bro, told me what to do. And it turned out that I had all the requirements. I just had to go another semester of college. And I was like, cool, that's all I got to do. Didn't know anything about construction. Didn't know anything about any of that. Passed the certifications. I just knew that I wanted to move to Florida and I wanted to make $60K a year. That's what I focused on. I wanted to move to Florida, have a job, $60K a year. Well, what happens? The company comes that I want to work with, and they only have 3 slots for an internship. Now, mind you, there's like 30 people interviewing because they know this is a good company. Law of attraction, manifestation. I focused so hard on that and already knew it was mine. And they end up calling me for the interview. They love me on the interview. They end up giving me the internship. I do the internship, made good money, loved it. Well, guess what? I didn't get the job offer, though. But I had other job offers in places like, Texas and all these other places. Well, what happens right before graduation, like 2 weeks before graduation, I take too long to accept an offer and I lose all those job offers. So now I'm looking at about to graduate, no job offers, but I just kept telling myself I'm moving to Florida because all those places like Texas and Wisconsin, that's not where I said. I said Florida. I was clear. I was concise. I said 60K. Well, a few days later, I get a call from one of the top ready-mix companies in the country, and they offered me a job starting out at 52K as a basically management training. So I was basically going to school again for 15 months, learning everything about the company. So I was getting paid to learn. And, company vehicle, company credit card. Man, I was like, wow, is this real? But it is very real. We're talking about somebody that didn't know anything about concrete, anything about the business just a year ago, and already have these certifications and already have multiple job offers. That's law of attraction. I was telling people, I skipped a part. Well, before the internship, let's rewind back. Before the internship in Florida, I was telling people I was moving to Florida for an internship months before it happened. But I didn't have an internship offer. I was just telling people that because it was already, I just knew law of attraction. I said, oh yeah, I'm moving to Florida. I'm going to be making this much money. They're going to pay for my hotel. Everything I said happened. This is very powerful, people. This is very real. So I want you to dig deep into this. Watch The Secret. Read on this stuff. Meditate. Go do your own research. I'm just giving you an overview, but this is very real. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this. Man, it helps a lot. I'll keep dropping knowledge. Leave comments. Let me know what else you want to know about. I'm here to help you guys. You've tuned in to Unhack Life. Have a great day.